Good morning. 9:13 a.m. Weather permitting, we're here. Yeah. Internet permitting, I should say. Yeah. I like to be on the right side of the middle, as we all know. Just on the right side. As we listen to Epidemic Sound Instrumental, our royalty-free accompaniment. Yeah, we're streaming. And with streaming, it's kind of like running a hose through icy season up north. You want to keep the faucet open so the pipes don't freeze. Well, use that as your, we're talking about putting a signal over the internet through a pipe. And we want to keep those bits and bytes flowing through the pipe. So when I take a breath, we hear in the background. I don't know how else to put it, but that's about the way it is. So we try to keep everything copacetic. And once I figure out what's going on with Facebook, I should. Let's see. Let's go to my where I send text messages to myself. Hello, self. Yeah, so I'm going to copy this. Copy. Yeah. Now I'm going to go to Facebook. Let's see how we do that. Press the blue F. There's a clue. No. That's no. No, let's do that. I'm not too sure what I call myself on Facebook. What's on my mind? Well, there we go. Let's get rid of that picture. Let's post it to let all my Facebook friends know that, yeah, there we go. And let's see, what else do I want to do? Let's see more. I want to do this. Edit, post. Thank you for bearing with me. We, AREONLINE. Now. Press save. All right, so I've got thousands of friends on Facebook. And for some reason or other, Facebook is bombing out on our what do you call it? And I can't tell exactly why. What's that? I'll have to get Marilyn to have me take me through this. There's so much I do not. I'm a content creator, supposed to be, and I don't know what all that is. So I'm just gonna. All right, so I've done my duty. Is Facebook live on here? No. Tesla, stream, numbers, Deuteronomy. Flipboard, no. Facebook, get rid of Facebook, yeah. There's my... So I've sent a message to myself so that all I have to do is copy that. And then I've alerted all my Facebook people, that go to YouTube, because here we are. Yeah, go to YouTube, ping, ba, boom, FAU, ba, ba, ba. There it is. 123, yeah, see, there's the date. So it is, we are alive and well. So come say hello. Yeah. Interesting, huh? Hold on a second. Yeah, let's just making sure we don't have like a feedback. I'm not actually listening to my own. Let's see if I have echo. Apparently I don't need to check echo. All right. Play through. I don't know what that means. I'm going to uncheck that. Yeah. That echo you used to have to check. And for some reason or other, you don't have to check it anymore. So, be that way. Yeah. Photo album. Bingo. Here we go. So it's the 23rd. It's Friday. TGIF. Yeah. You know what they say. There we go. Kitty Spout 2.2L. We have this, and both our kitties love it. So if you love your cats, you should try. We have no connection with Kitty Spout, other than the fact Marilyn saw it advertised on her Facebook account, and she sent me the link. And then I went to the link. When you go to kittyspout.com or wherever, I forget how I got there. You're actually dealing directly with the factory in China. Yeah. So when you order it and pay, you get it in about 10 days. It goes through customs and let's check my order. You'll see what I mean. How do we do that now? So I'm just gonna KITTYS. Whoops. SPOUT. Kitty Spout. What? Wireless fountain. I don't know how wireless it is. Improves your cat's health. Let's just do this and see what happens. There it is. That is let me just make sure. Yeah. Ooh. 2 months, 4 months. Best sellers. Let's just press that. Just for the heck of it. There's a cat drinking. That one I'm sending back. You see this one right here? That big fat one? For some reason, cats don't like that one. No, I'm not going to scratch and sniff. No. This is it. This is it right here. Yeah. See that? 59. Yeah, let's click on that. Yeah. There it is. Add to cart. No. That is vet number one vet recommended cat fountain. And it looks just like that. I must admit. It has an opening in the side. You see where the blue color is, there's like a blue light underneath, light emitting diode, and it lights up the water so that you can see how full that is. And then all you got to do is just pour water in the top of that. That's like a stainless steel pan with an opening in it, and it goes through a charcoal filter with some filter paper. So if anything got floated on top of, like hair or whatever, floated on top of that pan, it would get caught in the paper filter. Yep, the cat is licking it in the fountain, but more often they lick it right out of the tray. They get their chin right down next to the water, or they lick it right like you see there. And it plugs in. They send you a little plug which goes into the AC, fitting United States plugs, and then you plug a USB-A. The kitty fountain has a wire, so it's a wired unit, and it plugs into a wall socket because the USB-A plugs into that, and that goes into the wall socket. Hope I didn't confuse everybody with that. But I don't have a wall socket nearby, but I got this big, power bank. Like you use if the power's off. It's got, lithium ion cells, I would imagine, inside this thing. It's like 5 ampere hours. So I plug it into that. So instead of plugging it into the wall socket, I plug it into the USB-A female receptacle in this power bank. Do that. And it runs off that for the whole week. It does. I ordered another one because I've got 2 cats, and they like to drink separately out of their own bowls. So it's a brother and sister, would you believe it? Sibling rivalry at the best, even with the feline. Yep. One is the little girl, 15 years old, has to have her own water bowl. So I'll have 2 of these running right next to each other. One cat will drink out of one, the other cat will drink out of the other, because Kino wants his own bowl and Kenya wants her own bowl. And in the place where these 2 things are, there used to be 2 white porcelain bowls, and they would drink out of their separate bowls. So in order to keep everybody happy, and since I'm very delighted with these things, so it runs on, 5 volts DC, so there's no AC. The little motor unit that's under the water, and it circulates the water. It has a little impeller pump that pumps the water up through that stainless steel tube, which you can pull out and clean if it got, nasty. It won't get nasty because every 2 weeks you clean it. You dump out all the water. You replace the filter, the little filter cartridge that they give you. You rinse it out with hot water. You wipe it dry with a paper towel to make sure there's no crud. Yeah, you do a real good wash job, like you're, sterilizing it. You can remove the power unit and put it in the dishwasher if you'd like. Yeah. I wash it by hand, but you can put it in a dishwasher. but you remove the plastic power unit because I don't know how that would work out in the heat of the dishwasher. So you can wash the power unit by hand. It all connects together with soft tubing, so it's not removing the power unit. It's just you just pull it off the flexible pipe, and as soon as you're done with all the washing procedures, whether it's the dishwasher or your hand with a spritzer in the kitchen sink, the power unit fits back just by shoving it back into the pipe. There's a, let's see, just happened to have the booklet. There's the booklet right here. Let's turn the light up just a tad. Sports fans. And I'm gonna attempt to focus. Whoops, wrong way. It's a manual focus. There you see, look at that. In fine focus, you can see that right there. You can, if I can hold it steady, I'm floating around here. Put my elbow on the countertop and turn my hand. There we go. It's like Price is Right. There we go. You see that? You can see the impeller cap. There's a little impeller which, floats in the middle of that little thing. Can't hear it. It's like pretty silent operation. And there's little instructions. Be sure to shut down. Disconnect the power. That's a good idea. But the power is only 5 volts. So disconnect the power. Yeah, absolutely. Just unplug it from, your battery source or your, what do you call it? Or, yep. But your power source has to have a USB-A female plug socket. And the USB-A plug that connects, it's an attached cord. So, it's a little tiny booklet here. It shows you how to set it up for the first time. You can see that it's very simple. I'm one of these guys that reads the booklet. Yeah, here we go. Here's another page. This page, kind of like page 1. Let's show you this page. There you go. This is the kitty spout. Whoops. There you go. You can see the motor unit. It just plugs in to the doodad with a pipe. There's like a tube that the stainless steel spout plugs into. It sits nice and firm in there. It's not floppy doppy. It's a firm, thing that sticks up. And the next paper is kind of thick. Feels like it might be 2 pages when it's only 1. There you go. There's the next page. You see that? So what they want you to do is that filter thing right there. They just want you to put that in a little glass of the water. I use distilled water. I do not use city water. And so the activated charcoal will make sure that the taste is marvelous. In case you want to crawl around with your cat and lick up the water. No, don't do that. Because cat's saliva has germs and you don't want to get some disease. See, there's the USB-A plug and the plug that goes in the United States wall socket. It's a 2-prong plug. It's not a 3-prong plug. It's 2 prongs. 2 prongs. 2. Next page. The next page is pretty much the last page. Yeah, right here. Which I started off with. Yeah. You can see the motor assembly. So now this is permanently embedded in YouTube Live. So you can always go to 21 minutes into the broadcast and see the instruction manual. In the event you lost your instruction manual. Okay. This is live stuff. Oh, I was going to show you. Let's see, how do I do this? Big saving bundles, United States. They want you to subscribe to get the filters in the future, which you can decide if you can find. Let's find my orders. If I can click my orders. January. It's on its way. Let's see what's on its way. What's on its way? There it is. Young Xiangmin. Young Express. 5 to 8 business days. Okay, let's click on that and see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't want any more identification. Coming from, I'll accept. There we go. Here's a real time. Let's, how do I move this over? There we go. I want you to see all of this, in case you're interested. Your cat, feline lovers, these little water fountains are just, you just feel like your cat is really going to like, it's almost like a running stream. Yeah. All right, so shipment information received on January 20th. That's only been 3 days ago. Seems like it's a whole week. All right. The order arrived at their facility, in mainland China. Mainland China. Well, that's a big area. Departed from sort facility in mainland China. Arrived at at another sort facility in mainland China. Departed from sort facility in mainland China. Again, it seems. All right, shipment is in transit to next facility. Hopefully it's outside of mainland China. Oh, it's on an airplane. January 23rd at 4, I guess that'd be 4 a.m. local time in China. They're like 12 hours ahead of us, 14 hours ahead of us, somewhere in between there. Arrived at the Origin International Airport. It looks like it's in blue. Let's click on that if that's a clicker. No. So you see this bar, pickup, departed, arrived, local carrier. Yeah. I don't know, it doesn't seem to show where we are in any of this progress. It's in transit, that's all we know. And if it's 3 to 5 days, let's say it's 5 days. That'd be like the 8th. Okay. 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So I should have it by Wednesday. Come on. Then both my cats will be happy. Right now, one waits for the other to get out of the way, and then the cat walks all the way around the other cat. It's like a 2.5-foot circle, a radiation. There's like heat coming out from their fur or something or other. Really, I mean, the cat walks around the other cat like it's radioactive. I don't know, brother and sister. They were in the same little cage. They're rescue cats, of course. Yeah. We have a friend that actually breeds them. And I said, Marilyn, the next time your friend has babies, let me know. Copy tracking history. Oh, yeah. Let's do that. Successfully copied. All right. Let's go to my, what do you call it thing here, where I send messages to myself, like I did with that message. Paste. Wow, look at that. Let's press enter. There you go, Young Express. Now you can see in blue. I guess it's numbered from 1 to 7, and you start at the bottom and you work your way up. 121.14 arrived at origin. 122.00 departed from mainland China. You can see there 2026-0122 at 2:48 a.m., I assume, arrived at Sword Facility. And then at 1:22 at 5 a.m., it departed from Sword Facility, mainland China. And then at 1:26:14, it's like 2 p.m. China time, on 1:22, that's yesterday. Shipment is in transit to the next facility in mainland China. Step number 7, as you see. I promise I won't do this again. 1:23:04 a.m. arrived at the Origin International Airport in probably Shenzhen, China. Yeah. So we got 7 steps. Which looks like, if you go right above the step 7, it looks like, you could, I don't know what all that is. Additional notes, the last mile. Last mile. Carrier, go to contact, but the email, no. We're just looking. We ain't contacting. We can see the customer number. We can see the no GUFSNO10 tracking number and the Young Express tracking number. So that I'm trying to think what USA shipper. Does UPS get it, or hopefully not USPS, please. All right, so we've done a memory dump of the kitty spout on where my next unit is coming from. I've also filed a complaint with Kitty Spout because the big one, that big cat's, it's like a 3.5 liter version. It's got a big round and it has like a bowl, shape to it. It's all stainless steel. I actually like the design better on that one, but the cats don't like it. I was hoping a big one they'd both drink out of the same one. Nah. They want their own bowl. So they're 15 years and 2 months old. And since you got an old man cat and an old lady cat, so to speak, I figure we'll just let it be. Let's not try to move heaven and earth with two marvelous elderly cats. They really are. I mean, they have very nice personalities. And so next in news, I don't exactly know why I'm even talking about this, is that for some reason, I guess it's today in Apple history, the Super Bowl Mac ad airs against the odds. So this Ridley Scott directed the dystopian ad for the Macintosh 128K. We're all tetrabytes now, but way back then, 128K meant a lot for, regular people, not major corporations, to buy a computer with 128K. Oh my God. Yeah. Which costs thousands of dollars. Now we're into tetrabytes. Yes, well, this is the original ad. This lady's running through some kind of a corridor, and she has like a hammer in her arms. And if you look in the background there, it looks like we have like some kind of dystopian guards that are chasing her. And she's, showing off her headlights. That's it. And somewhere there's a, see where there we go. There's just a full screen image of her being chased. And this was like a big advertisement, shockaroo for Apple back, 20 years ago, whenever did they say in the something here? They advertised it in the Super Bowl. If I pull up on that picture. Oops. There seems to be a question. See what that says. It says, before we get into Bitcoin specifically, we first need to set the stage. Ouch. The U.S. Treasuries are the bonds issued by the U.S. government. And they basically anchor the pricing across the entire globe with regard to financial interest rates. And the rate that is set, it's an open bidding process, and the bidding starts high, meaning the interest rates are high, and they bid them down and bid them down until they accept the rate at some lower rate than what they started at, which is a higher rate. So they start high and they bid down. That's how bonds are bid. Whereas equities start low and bid up, For example, if you had, let's keep it a simple example. Let's say I owned a Corvette, a 1959 Corvette. which I did in fact own at one point in my life cycle. In 1960, my father was compelled to give me his car because my mother said, "Bill, give Jimmy your car. He's driving back to school with it." Oh, why didn't you tell me? I would have bought two. He didn't say that. He just handed me the keys and scowled at me like I just took his socks off his feet. Yeah, so I ended up with his car, and he never forgave me. My mother said, "Bill, give Jimmy your car." It happened to be a 1959 Corvette. Okay, so let's pretend that as the owner of the 1959 Corvette, I'm standing there, and there are two people, two separate people, not connected in any way, and they both want to buy my car. Well, one says, "I'll give you, $100,000 for it." The other person says, "I'll give you $101,000. The other guy says, "Well, I'll up that. I'll give you $101,500 for it." "Well, I'll give you $110,000 for it." "Well, I'll give you $120,000. So it bids back and forth and back and forth. And sooner or later, one of them is going to say, when it gets up to like $120,000, the one guy said, what, I'm not going to bid anymore. So the guy who last bid wins the bid. Well, that's how equities bid. They start off at a lower price and they bid it up until everybody drops off except for the winning bid. In bonds, it's opposite. The number starts high and they bid it down and down and down. And until there's no more bidders, and that is the bond rate. That rate is then published all around the world as the best rate that you can buy U.S. Treasury securities for. And a lot of institutions then say, "Aha, Mr. Commercial Customer in the bank in Miami, Florida, and we're going to charge you 2 over the bond rate." So if the bond rate is 4.3%, I'm just making that up, then the interest rate to that commercial customer would be, 6.5 instead if it's 4.5. 2 over the bond rate. Yeah. So, house loans, car loans, installment loans, credit card interest payments, interest rates are, one way or the other, they're connected to the bond rate, the United States Treasury Securities bond rate, yeah, which is considered the safe rate. That's another terminology term. That'll be in the quiz. We have quiz on next week. Remember that. Yeah. The safe rate, the bond rate. It starts high and bids down until it's down to the lowest point that bond holders are willing to accept. Well, so now we go back to this story that I'm shaking on the left side of your screen, if you're watching. I hope you're still watching. It's taken me 40 minutes to get here. Market is among the largest in the world, with nearly 30 trillion in marketable debt outstanding. Over the years, we have 30 trillion in marketable debt. We sold 30 trillion in marketable debt securities. Yep. Policymakers and central bankers, Watch its liquidity closely, because disruptions in this rate will ripple through, all the marketplaces, because there's so many other rates that are tied to this rate. Foreign holdings roughly amount to about 31% of the marketable securities. Yep, about 9 trillion of the 30 trillion. That's a factoid. That's a test question. What percent of the foreign investors own U.S. Treasury securities? The answer to that question is roughly 31%. Roughly 31%. So, the ancillary question to all of what I just said is, what happens to Bitcoin? Will the bubble burst? This $100,000, $90,000, $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 Bitcoin pricing for something that is not, it's not an equity. Who the hell knows what it is? It's what people are willing to pay for nothing, because there's no asset, there's no company. There's I don't get it. If you buy it and then you sell it and you make a lot of money, well, God bless you. But when the hits the fan, it's best to have gold. Now, this image that I'm about to diddle with, I'm going to turn down. I'm going to completely eliminate shadows. I'm going to black point and turn black point all the way up. And then I'm going to go to the color tab right here. Oops, I'm sorry, you can't see everything. There we go. Now you can see what I'm dealing with. So down the bottom, I'm what color. Turn up the color. And that makes, see the word password? How it's like a brilliant red. There we go. We're going to go to Vibrance and turn that password up all the way. Yeah, I think we got as much color in that as, there we go. There's another enhancement right there. Just get the warmth. There we go. Press the check mark up in the very top right corner. There we go. So that is password is magic. Something about Jennifer Lawrence had nude pictures of herself, and someone hacked it because her password wasn't acceptable, and someone guessed it. Yeah, geez. So mind your manners on passwords. Make sure they're robust, but something, of course, that you can remember. Yeah, you see, like the text below the bursting balloon. We turn up black point. Let's turn up the color so that yellow becomes very brilliant. There we go. Let's see if we change the warmth. See how some of the, let's leave it right there. Bingo. You see how color digital editing See how that balloon has punch. This balloon doesn't. So I'm going to hit this little stick with the stars on it, which means it's like an automatic everything. See what happens. Touch it, don't touch it. Touch it, don't touch it. So I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to go to shadow and turn the shadows down, which that tends to make it look a little more contrasty, which is what we want to do. The black point, we're going to cycle that a little up and down. Yeah, we're going to make that hand look like it comes out of the deep dark. You're going to turn up the color here to make that balloon punch you in the face. Sorry for the P word. Punch. And we're going to go back and forth here with warmth. And we're checking the background out. And we're going to look at the guy's hand. I think it's a guy's hand, as opposed to a girl's hand. Check. And that's it. Rice check, wheat check, corn check. Bitcoin. Punch. Sorry for the P word. All right. There's Barron Trump. Let's give him a little color in the cheeks. There we go. He's in the news because... Nope, we got to do the same thing here. Give him a little color. He looks a little flushed. And the reason why he's a little flushed is because from his position, now this is when his father gets sworn. Can you imagine your dad is getting sworn in to be president of the United States for the second time? Yeah. And we're looking right over the shoulder of the Chief Justice of the United States of America. You see the Vice President in the background, but Barron Trump at 6'9.5" is peering over everybody because he's a tall kid. And Melania Trump with the interesting looking hat is to the right. Anyway, he made a call. He was on some kind of an internet channel and saw, I think, a girl online that was being beat up by someone in live mode. And so he called, so he's in the United States and is I'm going to just say in his apartment, and, early morning, and this girl is getting beat up by some son of a gun. So he calls London. 999 is like, our emergency. It's the London version of 911, but in London it's 999. That's all you got to do is push 3 nines. And emergency answers. So he did he got a London line from his New York apartment, I'm guessing, and he told the authorities, "Hurry up and get this girl. She's getting beat up. It's alive. I'm seeing it on my phone." And apparently he got super hyper excited about all the stupid questions that they were being asked, and. Who are you? What's your birth date? Who is she? What's her birth date? What the hell does that matter? Go rescue her, Anyway, it was this is part of the story. Barron Trump's emergency call to police. There you go. This is not dated. It's today. At 7:30 a.m. today. That's January 23rd. Yeah, this is a relatively new story. So, new details tonight. about an emergency call that Baron Trump, the president's son, placed to London police last January. What do you mean last January? You mean a year ago? Come on. Yeah, the story can't be that old. The call may have saved the woman's life. Trump says his armada of U.S. warships is heading towards Iran. So you better watch out. You better not pout. You better not cry. Because Santa's coming. Yeah. Yeah, he's going to come down your chimney, all right. It's going to go boom. Ayatollah Khomeini, however you pronounce it. The Ayatollah, there's a bunch of Ayatollahs apparently. You got the main Ayatollah, and then you got a bunch of little Ayatollahs. And they're controlling the military and the shooting and hanging of, people that are trying to overthrow the government. And sooner or later, the military is going to side with the people and turn against, the Ayatollahs. The U.S. government is hoping that happens. We're not in the business of wanting to do that. We don't want to make it happen. In other words, we don't want to be, as they say, nation building. Trying to back up from this microphone. As I get excited, I overmodulate just a bit. So get away from the microphone. There you go. There you go. Just aim it like it's an X-ray machine. Keep your distance. Do not swallow it. That's better. So now it turns out this is pictures. We can make bigger pictures. There we go. Slide that over that way. Whoops. The whole frame. Can we move the whole thing? There we go. Move the whole doodad because we can only make it bigger by pulling over from the right. There we go. Now these are pictures in my photo album. But they give rise to our conversations. So Trump says armada of U.S. warships is heading towards, the Indian Ocean or wherever. So that it is within striking range of Iran. Certain of our ships can take off from aircraft carrier, all that kind of stuff. The aircraft carrier that we had there, it floated across over to get near Venezuela. Now it's heading back to, we don't have, apparently, don't we have 2 aircraft carriers? I think another one is, heading up to Iceland or something, I don't know. I'm making that up. I don't know where they're headed. But there are a few warships heading over towards, so it's within striking distance of Iran, the contents of said warships, which should include, an aircraft carrier, as it carries a lot of our best fighter jet airplanes and a whole entourage of munitions, shall I say, laser-guided munitions that can go 1,100 miles and fly inside your window and then go boom. And go boom and blow out, half of the building. Yeah. So you get vaporized. You don't have to worry about funeral services because there's nothing left. you become Tostitos. Toasted, very well done, if you will. Now, this is a picture of, you see in the background, I'm not too sure who Putin is shaking hands with, but you can see two onlookers that are part of our administration, our envoy to Moscow. My guess is that somewhere in the Kremlin. Yeah. And Putin meets with Trump envoy as the Kremlin says Ukraine settlement hinges on territory. That's right. Putin wants to regain. He wants all of Ukraine, yeah. He's not going to get all of Ukraine, but he's going to get something short of all of Ukraine. And the question is, how much is he demanding? And then he'll stop with bombing. So we're going to send over our friends from... let me see if I can fix this picture up a little bit. We're going to go into high contrast mode and turn up the black point. Really dark, very dark clouds. And let's deal with the shadows a little bit so that ultrasonic view that's coming down from this vessel. Now we want to do cleanup mode. And now the finger is wagging, which means have at it. So now I'm going to try to eliminate the 7. First things first. Get rid of the 7. Make sure. Bingo, it's gone. Is that amazing or what? I'm pleased with the result. Get rid of every piece. Now we're going to deal with this dit. Come on, baby. We got rid of the 7. We certainly get, yeah, there we go. Get rid of that dit. Let's get rid of the 0. Can we get rid of all of this 0? No, that didn't work out too good. Let's just do one circle. That didn't turn out too good either. All right, let's try to be... I'm trying to do the best I can here. All right, well, I guess we'll just have to satisfy with that result. When it gets this way, you have to do it like 10 times. Then you got to do it this way, and then you do it the other way. There we go, see, and then you do this way, and then you go the other way. There we go. Eventually we're getting rid of all this stuff. Let's get rid of the green circle. Whoa! Thank you, Lord. See? Now this says July 16th of 23. We want to get rid of that date stuff. I didn't like the way that is. You should be able to get rid of all of it in one fell swoop. Let's paint all of it. Bingo. Got rid of the date. How about that? I like it. Let's go to adjust. And let's turn up the color so that grass looks green. Yeah. And the sky. Let's adjust that a little bit. We don't want it to look blue. We want it to look black and blue. All right. That's all we get. That's as good as we get. We got rid of all the numbers. Yeah. So we got our flying saucer beaming down below. I think the U.S. military. This is now, Jimmy. I'm talking confidentially to you. All billions of you out there in internet land, then I think we did some beaming. I think we sent down from above some signals into Venezuela to disable a serious amount of troops, the Venezuela defense troops, so that we could go in there, snatch the leader, and get back out while we seriously disabled everybody that could help him. And apparently that worked out, favorably. And as the Venezuelan remaining military inspects, all the site and the protection and the protocols and where's our leader and all this is in our jail. That happened. Yeah, everyone got frozen in time while we went in and got out and unscathed. So this signal beaming down from above is kind of like what happened in Venezuela. I'm going to do a print screen of this so that we have it in square mode pretty much. I'm doing this crop on the fly. There we go. Now it's kind of in the middle of the picture. Yeah. Bingo. All right, the other thing I wanted to show you, since we're in show and tell mode here, is, let me get my secret envelope, open up my secret envelope. There we go. Inside my secret envelope is some casheroony. I have to go over today, right after this broadcast, seal it back in my envelope, and you can see that there. I'm going to go buy some Mega Millions. There you go, Mega Millions. As their draw tonight. Tonight's the 23rd, and you can see right here on your screen, line 15, Friday, Mega Millions, January 23rd edition. Florida officials say that the jackpot should be $266 million, up from $250 million, because it's considered a rollover, because no one matched all 5 balls plus not the Powerball, the Mega Millions golden ball. I don't know, do they have a nickname for that ball? Anyway, I have it in brackets there. It's 12. I think it goes from 1 to 24. It used to be 1 to 25. I think they reduced it to 1 to 24. And they changed the balls. I think this happened all last April. 1 to 70. Yeah, I think the maximum, see that 70, that's the highest numbered ball. So it's one set of ping pong balls for this 1, 2, 3, 4, those 5 balls all get picked out of 70 balls. So once 70 is drawn, there can't be another 70. It would have to be 69. Because once 70 is pulled, there are only 69 balls left over. You follow me? And after the next ball is picked, there are 68 balls left, and so on. Now, this number 12 is picked out of another machine with 24 balls in it, 1 through 24. And it came out 12. You see, the maximum number is 24 as we look through the list. This is not a complete list. This just goes down to December 9th of 2025. You notice the year is 2025. And then we have January 2nd would be the first drawing in 2026. And that would be a $157 million jackpot, which not all the people match those numbers. Therefore, it rolled over to the $180 million level. And then it rolled over again to $199. And then it rolled over again to $215 million grand prize. Then to $230, then to $250. And now, tonight's Mega Millions, the grand prize. You match all 5 numbers plus the Powerball. Chances of doing that are over 290 million to 1 shot. It's not a good bet. Yeah, you're basically giving $5 to the education fund of Florida. Yeah, the chances of winning are slim and none, with an accent on none. N-O-N-E. Anyway, if you were the grand prize winner of tonight's rollover Mega Millions jackpot of $266 million, the cash equivalent, if you didn't want to do the annuity, which adds up to that $266 million, by the way, to the penny. The first payment, is right there. You would get $4,003,682. So you get a $4 million check if you chose the annuity. And then a year and a day from now, you get another deposit of $4,203,000. A year after that, which would be only year 2 of the sequences of these payments, because that $4,003,000 comes in day 1. As soon as you turn in your tickets and say, I'll take the annuity, they give you a $4 million check. And then a year from now, you'd get $4,200,000, and then a year after that, it'd be $4,400,000. Why are they increasing? Because this annuity is a 5% annually increasing annuity. Yeah, it grows over the 29 installments. I mean, your last installment's like over $15 million. It goes from $4,003,000 to over $15 million over the gradually stretching out over the entire spectrum of 29 years in the future. Or you can elect the lump sum at $121,600,000 is the estimated lump sum, which essentially is the net present value of the future cash flows that I described there with the $4,003,682. Yeah, that number's calculated, by the way. We're not making that up. Yep. If the jackpot is $266 million, then the initial payment of a growing 5% annual annuity, the initial payment is $4,003,682. Period. And all these other checks Oops. As you go across, I clip this off at like the third installment. You see, it goes 4,003,000, and then 4,203,000, and then 4,414,000. It grows 5% a year. You add up all those payments, guess what you get? $266 million to the dollar. Yeah. These annual payments I'm showing here are rounded to the nearest dollar. Up or down, rounded to the nearest dollar. Up or down, going across. And the result is, within 100 hours of when you add up all 29, and then you adjust the last payment so that you are dispersed exactly $266 million. No pennies, no additional dollars, nothing less and nothing more. Just 266 million, which is not exactly chump change, but it takes you 29 years to get it. But if you elect the lump sum, where that red diamond is, right there, now you don't get that check. That's a lump sum, but remember Uncle Sam? Oh yeah, he's going to reach in your pocket, because you're only going to get $76,608,000. Why? Because there's a 24% withholding tax. And you take 24%. No. If 24% is what the government takes, what's left? 76%. So 76% of 121 million just happens to be 76,608. Yeah. Now you do get that check. And what's the column heading say? That would be so this 76,608,000, that's the jackpot after all taxes are paid. The withholding plus the additional 13%, jackpot after the 37% is considered, which means you get 63% of that. And 63%, because if the tax man gets 0.37, then you get 0.63, because 63% plus 37% equals 100%. It's not exactly rocket science. And that would be the amount of money in your checkbook if you elected to take the lump sum cash. You have a choice. You can take the lump sum, or you can take the installments. So you either get a check for $4 million, or you got a check for $76 million. Yeah. That's the amount that'd be in your checkbook after all federal taxes. Now, if you're a grand prize winner and you're outside of the state of Florida, because we don't have the state income tax, let's say you're a happy New Jersey resident. Well, some of that 76 million you're going to have to give up to the state of New Jersey, because they may have an income tax that relates to lottery winnings or any gambling winnings. So if so, you got to pay the state of, Indiana, Illinois, Florida, there is no income tax. The Fed has an income tax of 37%, the maximum tax rate. And if you took the lump sum $121 million income for 2026 would probably put you in the maximum tax bracket. So I assume that. I don't think that is a crazy assumption. And if you take 0.36, I'm sorry, that was a transposition. If you take 0.63, which is the decimal equivalent of 63%, how did I get that number? Because 37% goes to the government. Therefore, 63% goes to Jimmy. And that'd be $76,608,000. Yep, right in the pocket. You would not get any annuity payments because you elected the lump sum. So after the federal tax man is done with you, you should have around $76 million in your checkbook. That's a lot of cash. Yeah. What's going on here? Anything? Someone is unknown is trying to call me. I will decline that call. All right. We were disturbed. Friend Lyle sent me something to do with full self-driving. Thank goodness for Tesla brakes. Let's hit the play button and see what's going on. And we have these cars that are traveling. They're making a turn. Here we're going. Whoa! Yeah, that guy went through supposedly a red light. And the Tesla brakes, I will save that. It is now saved. Now let's go to my picture files. Get out of this. Library. Collections. Get this little tab here. Recently saved. There is the 22-second video. Now let's pull up on that and see. This was at 7:54 a.m. It was done with an iPhone 8. Yep, that's Lyle's phone. And where was it done? Oops, look at that, Fort Lauderdale. We can click right here on this. Yeah, it was done. Yeah, right in his neighborhood. Whew. Yep, that's the advantage of. Yeah, he's coming out of Andrews Avenue. See, yo! If we watch that again, it looks like the hood from like a Toyota, or some kind of a SUV is coming right at him. I can. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, it looks like the hood of that is up a bit. He's apparently crashed into someone else. Thank God for Tesla brakes. I'm telling you, we have a Tesla. There's a small community of us that have a Tesla. Yep. Here's Brennan. He's got on the scale. Look at that. He weighs 166 pounds, soaking wet. Big Toledo scale, sitting outside of Publix. Yep, there's my shipment. I wonder if that's live. Does that actually transform into something several hours later? Amazon FBM Ship Plus. Yeah, in transit. There's my shipment number, 30818. That's my last mile of tracking. It's at the the last event. It logged in at the international airport in China. Getting ready to get out of country. It's going from China to U.S. And the last mile courier is www.gofo.com. Let's click on that just for the heck of it. Yeah, track your package, gofo.com. Track it. Let's see what happens. Enter your number. My number is, this is my number. Why is it asking for my number? Processing. Shipment label creators. Processing. View pod. I don't know what that means. Protect your privacy. Recipient's name. I'm the recipient. Yeah, let's try that. Okay. After the waybill is signed for you for POD information can be queried. Okay, I don't know what to do. Forget it. Anyway, we got to accept whatever that is. Contact our team. I don't think so. We'll let everything go by. Chat with us. Let's go back. There we go. There's our package. We copied the link, and we'll just hold on to this page if I can. We'll just not forget that. We don't want to erase that. We don't want to close it. We want to keep that page open. But we can go to the photo album and California is working on their water. Remember, certain cities totally burned down because there wasn't water in the fire hydrants. Well, whatever this guy is doing, this device with all those plugs in there. So I don't know whether those plugs light up elements, heating elements, that boil the seawater so that it basically desalinates. The steam arises from boiling seawater, and you end up with pure unsalted water that comes out the spout. And this looks like part of the machinery for a rather sizable desalinization plant. I was reading about that, and I noticed that device that I've never seen before. I think that has to do with desalinization. All right, what's going on here? AI adoption rates by country. There you go. The UAE has an adoption rate of 64%, the highest globally in 2025. There you go. See the UAE, 64%. This is the list of all the countries that have something to do with AI, artificial intelligence, and they're all stacked up here from the highest to the lowest for the top 38 countries. We're 24 on the list if you go down to number 24. USA. password. We talked about that. We talked about Bitcoin. Talked about Barron Trump. As they say, head and shoulders over almost everybody. As a regular kid, a freshman in college or a sophomore in college, maybe sophomore now. And here's that Sydney Sweeney. And Sydney Sweeney's dad turned the TV off and walked out after seeing her on some X-rated scene that was on the internet. And Sydney Sweeney once details the reaction of her dad and the granddad to see one of her more racy scenes. I've never seen any scenes out of this one other than her advertising blue jeans, right? The blue jean commercial, that's this girl. And just doing a reverse pinch here. You can see her in whatever kind of a top that's called. Yeah. Good looking young lady, that's for sure. Yep. Just another pretty face, as they say. Yeah. So buy your Powerball tickets, or not Powerball, what do you call it? Mega Million. I'm only following Mega Million. I can't follow everything. And when it just rolls over, I'll follow it again. Yep. I get highly interested when it gets to 100 million or more. And it starts when it rolls over, when it doesn't roll over. In other words, when someone wins, I mean, who knows how high this is going to roll over to until finally someone wins. Because they keep drawing it and you have millions of people buying tickets. Even with a 290 million to one shot, you keep running these tickets. Sooner or later someone's going to win it. And it's going to come out of nowhere and bam, all of a sudden, 1, 2, or 3 people end up with the winning combination. Yeah. And you see this chart shows a $60 million jackpot. It actually rolled over the week before that Tuesday. It was the Friday before that, which was December, 5th or so, 6th. It was a $50 million, and then it rolled over to 60. Then it rolled to 70, then to 80, then to 90, then to 100, then to 125. It was what it was, actually. But they estimated the jackpot on December 23rd to be 100 million on the nose. But in fact, it could have been slightly higher or slightly lower. They finalized that computation when the jackpot owner of the ticket comes forward to collect his or her prize. Oftentimes, the people don't come forward right away because they want to do some estate planning or some physical planning, like get your reservation at the Boca Hotel, and someone else's name, like your son's name. You and your son go over to, the Boca Hotel and make a reservation for the next 2 months, and stay at the Boca Hotel. Move your cats and move your underwears over to the Boca Hotels, because when you actually get your $76 million in cash after tax lump sum, assuming that, this way you can't be annoyed by the press or anybody trying to seek you out. They'd have to jump security at the Boca Hotel. I'm making that up. Would go to the Breakers. They have good security at the Breakers. Yeah, go to Palm Beach. Or maybe go to Mar-a-Lago. Say, hey, could you tell, I'm a friend of Donald's. Could you ask him to put us up inside your barricades here so we can be safe while we collect our, as we're the grand prize winner of Mega Millions. It operates in 43 states in the United States. Can we hide out at Mar-a-Lago? We'd like to become members too. Can we have a membership kit and a room? Several rooms? You know, one for ourselves and one for our two sons that are local. And a spare bedroom in case someone wants to come visit us. Do you mind? With the 76 rooms that you have here, can you give us a block of 4 rooms? You know, you can charge us, you know, some reasonable rate. I mean, we only have 76 million, so, you know, be nice. That'd be interesting. See if we could actually get in there. I'd rather just stay at the Boca Hotel. We got it. It's a half mile away. Somewhere or other we got to catch our cats and bring them with us. And bring their kitty spouts with their battery chargers. And just get set up at the Boca Hotel. And then eventually buy a condominium on one of the on-site inside the Boca Resort. Gating has a gate. You know, it has a front gate and a side gate. It's a nice campus. So find a nice condominium unit that's on the west side of Lake Boca, if you will. Get up about 5 stories and buy a condo for $4 million, $5 million, right? A nice 4-bedroom, 4-bath condo with nice balcony views, east and west. So that when they shoot off their fireworks, yeah, we can see it from the balcony inside of Lake Boca. Oh my God. That would be so spectacular. Yeah. All righty. How are we doing here? It's 10:48. I'm wiggling in my seat because it's time for me to relinquish you all. We started here like 9 o'clock, 9:00, an hour and 35 minutes ago, and it's 10:48 a.m. You see the whoops, let's get the microphone out of there. Let's go like this. And you see 10:48 and 52 seconds, 54, 55, 56. It's going to be 10:59 in a minute. Bam, right there. There you go, 10:49. Excuse me. Went from 10:48 to 10:49. This is the elapsed time since I started yickety-yackety, since the music started to play. Yeah. I usually give you about 20 seconds of music. It gives me just a few seconds to position myself with my SM7B microphone here. Yeah, magnificent. Yeah. I have a little nylon, a nice tight nylon bag over it. Sound goes perfectly to it. But this way, if I hit a P word, and if there's any thing other than sound that comes out of a P word, it doesn't spray onto the acoustic foam. It'll hit this nylon and stop. Yeah, it keep the foam perfectly clean. Yeah, I made it perfectly clean. Then I put on this. It fits perfectly, so I figured, you know what? Let's just put it on there. Yeah. I can fold this back. Excuse me for all the rat-a-tat-tat. I'll fold this back a little bit. Got a little double fold. Yeah. Yeah. All the way around looks good. Yeah. Now if I can just grab underneath there, pull it tight. There we go. There we go. I got some nylon pants on this guy. We'll just leave that the way it is. And then if dust settles on it, I can just blow the dust off. There we go. I just have this boom. They call it a boom mic because boom, boom, boom. You don't want to bang on it because it goes. It's a big boom. It goes all the way over here and then straight down, bolts on to the back end of this very solid, hard pine. It's pine, but it's very hard. Yeah. Microphone is faced right at me. So I'm watching the volume unit meter. And the volume unit meter is staying out of the red zone, which means I'm over-modulating. We don't want to over-modulate. We just want to be picked up. And if you hit P word, the volume meter goes boing. Yeah. Yes, sorry, Bob. I have to stay back from the microphone a little bit. They want you back about 6 inches. That's about it. Anyway, there you go. Roll over 266 million. My special envelope is right here. I'm going to go powder my nose, as they say. And I'm going to head over with a few dollars and buy a couple of tickets. I have a nice cup of coffee, which is kind of lukewarm right now, but it's tasty. I put a square of dark chocolate into my coffee this morning. Makes it so yummy. Smells good. TGIF, everybody. It's Friday. It's 11 a.m. and everyone's getting ready for lunch. Yeah. I have to send a message to my friend Bill and schedule our luncheon next week at Houston's. Yeah. It's going to decide whether I get chicken or do I get their beef ribs are fall off the bone. They call it knife and fork. Yeah. Beef ribs. So good. Oh, that sauce is just magical. And I get it with broccoli. You can have a side. So I get broccoli. And then something comes with it. I get broccoli. So I say broccoli. Two a side of broccoli and what comes broccoli with it. Because I don't want French fries and all that. So you get a vegetable and you get a carbohydrate. Nah, just broccoli. Give me a nice big bunch of broccoli. No cheese, please. Just broccoli. Could be lightly buttered. Yes. Look forward to that. All right. We're done. 1 hour, 42 minutes and 12 seconds. And Baron Trump called the police to someone who was getting beat up. Oh, look at this. I'm watching a deer. Somehow or other, a deer got into a branch bank in Suffolk County, Long Island. And it is running all over the place, wrecking the place. And someone caught the deer by the antlers, some animal control person, and put it outside and let it run. And it ran off. But it actually crashed into the window of a bank, and then couldn't figure out how to get the hell out of the bank. So animal control lassoed it, put it, in the window that he smashed to get into the barrage. Because he was buckarooing it. Must be a slow news day. Thank God it's a slow news day, right? All right, listen. I need to get. There's today's date. I need to make it full screen. I need to make it the only camera. And then there's a button on my software system that says finish. I'm going to touch finish, and then it's going to say end broadcast. And I'm going to give you some unadulterated epidemic sound. And I'm going to shut up. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow, maybe tomorrow morning. We'll see. Bye-bye.